Zoo.
I wish that I could fly into the sky so very high.
There's not 32 guys better than me. I'm not 32.
Do you agree with Cam Newton that he can still be a starter in the NFL?
You look at him last year, and I just think he's taking too many shots.
If I'm a team that has some players that can play, is he a guy that I would go get? Probably, opposed to a team that has no players. If I ain't got nothing around him, I cannot touch him with a 10-foot pole with a flag on the end of it. I don't want Cam Newton.
I want to get away.
So as Lenny Kravitz there is singing, where is Cam going to be going away to, getting away to, flying away to? Maybe nowhere.
Full moon.
Early, right? Good morning, good Tuesday morning. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin, presented by Progressive Insurance. All of our guests on the Goodyear hotline. And we're talking this morning about quarterbacks and where they might land. And I think since the advent of sports talk radio, the Chicago Bears have always been a contender for that particular question. Here's an idea.
I don't want to talk about Chicago.
You got to play Chicago ball, man.
We're going to get more tweets from Chef Kev nonstop. I got like 30 tweets already from Chef Kev.
So here's one option.
At least he's listening.
That's true. That's true. He cooks up some good opinions for us. A couple things before we get to the callers and your opinions. Couple questions I want to throw out this morning, by the way. The Bears have always, of course, had a ferocious defense. J.J. Watt, 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. J.J. signing with the Cardinals is fill in the blank. Hit us up, 888-SAY-ESPN. And also,
The greatest thing that ever happened to the Cardinals.
this is the anniversary of Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game back in 1962. So in a half hour, we'd love to get your thoughts when we discuss Zion and some of the bright young stars in the NBA. Man. Who in the NBA right now could score 100 in a game?
How many shots you got to get up to get to that?
Well, think about the three
I
now.
mean, yeah, with
he
the
didn't
three
have the
now,
three
I mean,
back
if
then.
you can get 40
shots.
40 shots
Plus your
up.
free throws, right?
So I kind of, can we go through this a little bit? Can we try it?
Go for
Just
it.
for a second?
Get a little primer.
All right, so I had Steph. You agree with Steph, right?
Yeah.
Steph can. Dame.
Yeah.
Lillard, okay. Devin Booker. He already dropped 70-plus one time.
Yeah.
Devin Booker. Donovan Mitchell. I got him in there in the back end. Bradley Beal. KD. James Harden. I had 7. Anybody I'm missing? Zubin?
That seems
Evan?
What
pretty
about
good.
Key?
Seems pretty good.
Trey Young?
Oh, Trey Young.
I guess I say Trey Young because you said Steph.
No, I'm with it. I can see Trey trying to pop off for 100 in the game. Yeah, I can see that. 8.
Now think about this. This is why I think it's actually, people look at it and say, well, obviously Kobe had the 81 and obviously Devin Booker had the 70. Think about
81,
this.
81, man.
Right?
By the way, that commercial with Jalen Rose and Kobe is so good. Have you seen? I don't know if you guys seen that commercial, but it's great.
And obviously Jalen on the Raptors that night. Now think about this. 2 things. One, Klay Thompson once scored 37 points in a quarter. Now I'm not saying you score 37 points times 4.
Klay.
But if you could score 37 in a quarter when Klay is healthy. Also remember, Klay had a game against your Bulls, I believe, where he had 14 threes in a game. So that's 42 points off of triples. That's a guy that could score 42 off the 3 and has shown he could score 37 in a quarter. So it's not as unreasonable as you think.
Could Luka? But see, Luka does so.
Man, y'all, now I got to get up and leave, Zubin. The fact that you said it's not unreasonable.
Well, I'm just saying. Wait,
come on, man,
wait,
stop.
Wait a second. All right, we'll say this: if a guy was hunting to score 100,
You'd have to do it that way.
You have to. You have to go into the game with intent.
Yeah, of
I'm going
course.
to shoot the ball 40 times.
But you just casually it's not unreasonable.
But Kobe hunted for 81 and he hunted for 60 in his final game. You give him the ball, it's possible.
Bradley Beal will be at the top of my list.
You are talking about Kobe Bryant too, though.
No. What I'm saying is, if you have a talent that's determined to do it, and his teammates are willing to let him do it, it can be done.
If your teammates are willing to let you do it, of course it can be done.
Sure.
I mean, I would think many guys, if the teammates just allow them to do it, they go out there and do it.
Well, no, I think the other team would obviously.
Obviously, yeah. That's why I think Bradley Beal could be a perfect situation for that, right? Because they need him to drop 35, 40 every single night. If he got hot one night, it's not out of the realm.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be on that team, though.
Well, if you got paid, you might want to be on that team. If
I'm
I was
not
paying
trying
you
to be on
$25
the team
million
with a
a year.
dude shooting 50 times, man.
You also got to consider the guy's got to be a good free throw shooter and get to the line because he's got to score as many points as he can when the clock's not running. That's another key to the scoring of the 100.
Keys to scoring 100.
Type of dude Jay Will was in high school, lunchtime, playing pickup.
No.
Hot dogging.
I saw one in high school. His name was DeJuan Wagner. Zubin, you might know this
DeJuan
name.
Wagner.
Camden, New Jersey.
Right, and his son now is like one of the top in the classes. He dropped it. He dropped it in the game. It was different, and every shot was needed. It was crazy.
Damn, he old enough to have a son in high school?
Yeah. His son's one of the top players in high school.
Yeah.
He's my
Realize
age.
that.
It's about 20 years ago. He was in high school at Camden, right?
Camden,
so
yeah.
20 added, 38,
Yeah, I
18,
guess so.
38.
Man,
Legend. DeJuan Wagner was a legend,
Time
man.
fly by fast.
And he was in Cleveland before Brown was there. I mean, he was in Cleveland with, a whole Cleveland Cavs unit right before LeBron got there.
Yeah, injury marred his career for
Yeah.
sure. Very talented guy, but very injury prone.
Hey,
Go
you
ahead.
said you had average 7?
No, I said 7 guys, fool.
Oh, I didn't, because I didn't.
I did not.
I didn't hear what you said, Jay. I thought you said.
I hate you.
Man, I thought you said, because I asked you, I thought you said you averaged 7 points. And I was like, huh?
He always got a lot of jokes, man.
Indeed. Seahawks fans are thinking.
Stop.
Seahawks
Stop.
fans.
You know, because now Evan tried to hit me with a little motorcycle joke the other day. I was like, Evan, you can't key. You're allowed to. Not Evan.
No motorcycle jokes. No motorcycle jokes. You're here with us.
Seahawks fans are hoping it's a joke that Russell Wilson threw those 4 teams out there for a possible trade. It isn't. One of them is the Bears, who, of course, have been looking for a quarterback since the beginning of time. Michael in Washington,
Sid Luckman.
D.C. He got to be old enough. That's before Key's time. He only follows sports at his time. That was way before Key's time.